deserves a knock and go. Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. It's so good to see y'all. Guess what month it is? May. You guessed it. And guess who blessed her mother's womb? May 7th, 1990, on a beautiful day. Monday, I think. You guessed it. My goal, my due, is to make as many videos as I have made in this amount of time. And so you guessed it, we're starting off, we're having another powwow as we work out, a new little Q series where I talk to you guys about issues that are related or correlates with health. And I talk about how you can take health or the benefits or the tools and the tips that you use in health and fitness as we work out. We're going to do two things at one time. Okay. So this week I have like a list of things that I always, when I'm inspired, I write it down and I'm like, ooh, we need to talk about it. Sitting there talking with my friend. And today we're going to talk about fat phobia. You saw how I look this way because I didn't even want to look at y'all. We're going to talk fat phobia with a trainer, to be exact. So what you will need today is dumbbells, or if you have plates, you can use plates as well. I'm going to use 12-pound dumbbells with this workout. Typically with any of my workouts or any workouts that you do, you want to do at least 3 rounds, depending on the severity of the workout. So today we're going to do 3 rounds. Will I be recording all 3 rounds with you? We'll see by the end of the video. But as for right now, we're going to get that first set done. So go ahead and grab your 12s. I hope you've already stretched. Please do not start this video working out if you have not stretched and or warmed up. We're doing upper body. So go ahead and get that acclimated and warmed up. And if you're ready, let's go. Got those 12. So we're starting with curl to press. The move is curl here. From this motion here, you're going to take those arms straight up right by your ears. Okay. There, you're going to bring it back down in that same way. Okay. So it's up here, down here. Okay. So we're doing, you want your feet planted. Every time you are curling, you're inhaling, exhaling on that push up, inhaling, exhaling on that come down. Okay. That's your breathing technique. Just want to get everybody aware of what we're doing and how we're doing it. Let's grab those weights. We're doing 10 of these. If you have heavier weights, of course, take down that weight down. If you have a heavier weight and you can't lift both those weights, go ahead and hold it horizontally in this manner. And you can do here. Oh gosh. Go ahead. You can do here if you have like a 35 or 45. Okay. If you don't, go ahead and grab those smaller weights. And if 10, you don't feel a burn at 10, take yours up to 12 to 15. Okay. I don't know what weights you're holding, but I'm attempting to assist everybody in that. So if you are new here, I have started a series about tackling my body dysmorphia. And what I have learned really just through constant research of people, and at this point being a trainer for 5 years this year, everyone struggles with it to some degree. Everyone struggles with it differently. But digging deeper into my body dysmorphia, you have to tackle the fat phobia. Now, let's discuss what fat phobia is, or a phobia of any kind, because anytime people hear phobia, they're like, oh no, that's not me, because you automatically think, I'm not a terrorist to fat people. What do you mean? I don't even really like using the word fat, because fat is a thing that is on somebody's body. I understand that that could be a large, someone can be big, somebody can be larger, but saying that they're fat, it's just never set well with me. I don't like when my clients call themselves fat. And it just doesn't sit right. I don't like it. I don't like it. So we're going to take this down just so I can reset. So in realizing that the body dysmorphia has to leave, I realized that tackling fat phobia is something that we have to do. And fat phobia is the fear of becoming fat. I'll include the definition just to be sure, but we know what phobia means. And if you break down compound words, one has to have the other. So in doing that and learning that, I realized that the one thing that I looked at when I walked in the mirror which was my stomach, because you can go back and look at some of my videos to see what exactly I struggle with. So now we're going into chest openers. Okay, so you're going to keep your hands at a tabletop position, and anytime tabletop positions, you're bringing your arms out to a shoulder length and a shoulder length and width apart. Okay, so you're not too far in, you're right here, you're not covering your face, and this is your starting point with your elbows elevated. Okay, you want them right at your chest. Okay, and from here you're taking your arms straight out and then back in. Now you don't have to overextend to the degree that it may look like from the front. You're just opening and closing. Okay, with that, your inhale is here, exhale here. Okay, let's grab those weights. We have 10 of those as well. If you can't do 10, let's get to 8. Okay, can't get 8, get to 6. Take it down each time. If weights are too much, don't grab weights. Second round, don't worry about the weights. So in me seeing that, oh my God, when I open somebody's page, when I like people's pictures, and let me tell you this, I want to say this, because in admitting that I was dealing with fat phobia, I have to understand that people will probably deem me a certain way, especially with me being a trainer. But I also have to be honest with myself. And in fixing an issue, you have to hold yourself accountable. Okay, you can't be in a situation or a place and say you want to move from said place and not want to dig into said issue. It's a little weird. You're not really fixing the issue. Like, next exercise, I would advise that you get something weight smaller. I have 10, so I'm gonna try to hit 8 to 10, but we're just gonna see. You're starting with your hands facing me, okay, palms up, and you're going to take a big circle touch and bring them back down in that same direction. Okay, your attempt is to keep not your arms as straight as possible, because I do have a slight bend, but you do want to make sure that you have that full range and you make that full circle around and you bring it back down with control. Okay, once I realized that, oh my God, girl, you're looking at everybody's stomach, it really, honestly, let me tell you what helped me in a way that I didn't think it would. Me realizing that I had been looking at everybody else in the way that I was looking at myself. And once again, let's be clear, I love all shapes and sizes. I am not the person that believes that if you have a flat stomach, that you are in the best shape. I am someone that understands that in being fit, fit looks different on every body, because every body is different. These are not things that I'm not aware of, but it was the sheer fact that I said, oh my God, I am judging people, even if it's subconsciously, because I'm judging myself. So at the end of the day, when I log in, I'm inspired to look or have a shape or a core like this person, or I'm looking at this person's core like it is not the shape and the way that the core wants to look. And once I did that, it really assisted me in understanding that this is a bigger issue that I believe America in its entirety has. So next move we're doing Y lifts. You're going to get in a hinge position, so unlock your legs. You're going to do a hip extension forward, hands starting right in the center. You're going to take your hands as close to your ears as you possibly can and bring them back to that starting position, okay? You want to go ahead and contract your shoulders so they're already activated. So you're pulling from your lats in this direction instead of from your shoulders, okay? Lats, triceps, biceps. That's where you want to feel it. So their marketing in America is something else, right? Before there was social media, because I'm in the age of coming into social media, I was inspired by Victoria's Secret models and women that were in movies. So all of the black actresses and stuff, because granted, I was a pop girly, so I loved all of the pop songs. I love all types of genres of music. I really am not naturally a hip hop fan, so I didn't necessarily want the bodies that the Vixens had, but I went to school with the girls that had the bodies that the Vixens had. So even if I didn't see it on television, I saw it everywhere else. I was a cheerleader at Forestbrook High School. If you know, you know, in Houston, Texas. The school is no longer here. RIP to a fallen soldier. But I was under the impression that I was not cute because I didn't look like everybody else. The same thing that I think not only little girls struggle with, but little boys struggle with as well. And the bigger issue became when I was smaller, I was judged for being small because I'm in a very southern city, a southern state, where my body type is not the ideal body type. Because if we really break it down, the natural or the average size of women is a 14, 16. Let's be clear. I stand at 200 pounds. I'm in a 12, 13. The body that we think we want, it don't exist. And so the body dysmorphia, the fat phobia, the fat phobicness that we carry in ourselves is transferred to the people, and it's tangible to the first people you can touch, whether that be the individual you can see online to judge and point your finger at and to create, oh well, you know, if she looked like this, she would look better. If he looked like this, he would look better. The same way that you do those critiques, you do it to yourself. And if we get to the issue of ourselves first as just full-blown Americans, and if we can go deeper, we can say Black Americans, if whatever race, color, creed, culture you represent, if we go deeper into that, we have a better chance at taking care of each other during this time of marketing where everything can be very brainwashing. Now, we're going into push-ups to shoulder taps. Your push-ups can be done elevated or it can be done on the ground. I don't care if you choose to be on your knees for those push-ups, because a push-up is a push-up. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But I would prefer you have your arms and your hands on your chair, on your couch. If you're at the gym, on a box, because you want to be able to still get the full body weight, just in a different angle so you can actually do it. So we have 7 of these. We're inhaling, exhale on your come up, shoulder tap, reset, inhale, exhale, shoulder tap, inhale, exhale, start back over again, okay? We have 7. So I have been really looking at bodies in a different way because I'm so hard on my clients about them judging themselves. I'm so hard on my family, friends, because automatically when people see me, they compare themselves, which is, like I said, we all do it. We all do it differently, but we all do it. And so the fact that I was able to see that, girl, you're doing that to everybody because the fear of you looking this way has become a projected fear on everybody else. I think I got one more. Okay, last one of the set. You have crab kicks. We're going to turn over. You're going to lift your hips up as much as you can. Have your hands face either the front, or if you feel more comfortable because this is your first time doing these, have your hands facing the back. I'm not going to be picky on the form. I just want your hands flat, okay? Anytime we're doing things with our hands, I didn't say it, but if you've been here, you know, grip that ground. Don't put all of your weight in your wrist. Then by the second round, you're doing like this to your wrist, rotating them, because you put however many pounds on the wrist of your hands. Grip the ground as much as you can. Press your fingertips into the ground. That's how you ensure a full range with your grip, okay? So with the crab kicks, you're bending your legs, feet up, and you're going to kick up as much as you can, okay? You want to feel this, of course. Well, not of course, like you would know. You want to feel this in your triceps and biceps, okay? Because that is the one thing that's holding you up, okay? We're going to do 10 to 12 on each leg if you can. So my clients like to say, well, is that 20? Yes, 20, babes. You're doing 20 to 24 of those in all, okay? Now, let's get on up. Make sure you're breathing at any point. Stop me, pause me, get you some water, okay? Or keep watching me, get you some water, and get back to it when you can. Actually, the list of the exercises as well as the reps will be on the description, in the description information. Okay, so in me learning that I am judging everybody to the degree that I am, including myself, it puts me at a different place. And it makes me take it easy on myself and other people. And like I said, y'all, I love it's when I say judge people, I'm not saying within the realms of, ugh, girl, look at her stomach. Girl, she shouldn't have worn it, because I'm telling everybody that I'm with, girl, put that on. Girl, ain't nobody worry about them side. Ain't nobody worry about you having a pouch. If you have a pouch, you're protecting your womb, girl. It was there. It's there for a reason. You're just a certain age now. Like, I'm not the individual to judge a woman's or man's body. I love them thick. Be very clear. But if that is the first thing that you're looking at, it doesn't have to be bad judgment for it to be judgment. Judgment is judgment is judgment. Doesn't really matter, right? Let's finish these up. I think I'm on 5. Okay, so we're on our break. Let's do a minute. I'm probably gonna only be able to get 2 rounds in because it's starting to drizzle, but I'm gonna do another set and hopefully it doesn't rain too hard on my phone. We're on our break. Take a break, get you some water, slow your breathing down. We're gonna finish it up. Granted, you have 2 more sets if you want to do 4 in all, and you have another set without me if you want to do 3. Okay. So I wanted to really talk about this topic because I don't think trainers talk about it enough. We talk about so much with weight loss and how you need to be eating right, how you need to be taking care of your body, how you need to be doing that, but we're not admitting the fact that we too are struggling with the same shit that y'all struggling with. And I can't call myself the trill ass trainer that I am. This round we're gonna reverse it because we gotta speed it. I can't say that I am the true ass trainer that I have deemed myself to be and not be honest with everything that we are struggling with to actually identify with the individuals that we are training, because we and you, all of us, are works in progress. We are constantly growing. We have the capacity to change our minds. If you're feeling one way one day, you don't have to feel that way every day. You don't have to be locked to that mindset, that belief, that assumption. And in doing that, like I said, I've been wanting to tackle it. And I appreciate every year my birthday comes around, I'm able to sit and reflect on things, because coming from out of a relationship where I was not praised in the capacity that I thought I would be, it really fucked me up mentally. And I know people can say, well, you're not supposed to have your partner. No, your partner is not supposed to be the person that makes you feel better. Yes, the fuck they are. If I'm with you, especially if we're married, you need to be complimenting me. You need to be saying I look good when I look good. Why would you limit compliments to try to make me second guess if you find me attractive, or if you think I'm cute? Or so coming out of something like that and dealing with the fact that you're no longer with that person is a mental fuck, which most of this stuff is. And I've looked back on videos, pictures, I mean, from years, y'all. I really thought I thought it didn't look good. And oh, it's not 6, it's just 2, so I'm not gonna show it, or it's just 4, or I judged myself so hard for nothing. And I really wanted to tackle it because I saw that not only myself, everyone has something they're like, oh, I can't stand my arms. Oh, I can't stand my arms. Oh, I can't stand my arms. They're so ugly. And then it becomes the only focus. And then when you start your journey of fitness to whatever degree you started at, you're only looking at said object or body part. You're not enjoying, appreciating the way your body is growing, the way your body is getting stronger, the ways in which your body is becoming more resilient. You're better with your reflexes. You feel better, like mentally, physically, emotionally. You just feel better because of the work that you're putting in, you don't sit in it because you have told yourself for years and years that this one part of your body was the worst part of your body. And you wonder, even in the moment of you having such a drastic change, because let's be clear, anything that you do in fitness is never just a physical challenge. I think this last one. Anything you do in fitness, what you do in fitness is all about the physical and the mental. You cannot do one without the other. We love to talk about nutrition. We love to talk about drinking your water, but we do not discuss enough the mentality that you have to carry in order to have a healthy, sustainable journey, fitness journey. Because I believe I'm one of the few trainers out here that talk and preach and boast about a fitness journey instead of weight loss or a challenge. And I will do challenges, but I actually despise them because I understand that it is a process and you got to do what works for you. So I wanted to make this video to address it, to address how we as Americans, as people, because I know I can't speak for any other country because I'm not there. I can only speak for the country that I've been in for 33 years. And the way that we treat our bodies mentally, the way that we judge our bodies, the way that we are so hard on our bodies is a destruction to ourselves. And if we don't, and once we destroy ourselves, typically the meanest people or the people who have judged themselves the hardest become the soundboard to other individuals who may not be where they are, may be a little further behind in their eyes, because there are loads of people that are gorgeous at their shop. Like I tell people all the time, clients come to me and they're like, Joy, I want to lose 30 pounds. And I'm like, no, you don't. You don't want to lose 30 pounds. You're going to look sick. We can take you down 15 to 17 pounds, make the rest of this muscle, but we don't need to take you down 30 pounds. And so it's not about the number for me. It's not about what size you're in for me. And a lot of people, a lot of trainers can't say that. And you can't call me unethical. You can only call me real. Well, you can call me whatever you want to call me, but I don't accept any other title because it's not about me not caring about people's health. It's about me caring about people's health. You get what I'm saying? It's about me understanding that it's a larger problem at hand. And if we keep talking about the fact that, oh, she wear this size, oh, this how her thighs look. Ooh, look at that hanging out. If we're talking about that and not the fucking issues that cause these problems, this is why we continue to be one of the countries that have the largest obesity issues. We're never going to get these problems fixed. We're the country that have cancer and all type of ailments because we're not taking care of not only our physical, but our mental. And there's no point of me doing this shit. There's no point in me putting a video up, getting a client, if we're not going to tackle both at the same time. And when people hire me, understand that it's a package deal. We're never just sitting around not talking about how you're feeling, because that most likely is going to affect your workout. We can't do one without the other, peeps. So I think it's so important for us to challenge ourselves, to ask ourselves why. Okay, well, if I have this issue, does that mean anybody who don't look like the way I think I want to look, does that mean they look wrong? Because I'm saying I look wrong because I don't look like this. So what makes me different than everyone else around me? And if you can't sit with that, or if you're like, girl, no, that's not, because that doesn't mean one doesn't mean the other. Yes, it does. You think that one body is perfect, or you think that your body is not perfect until, instead of looking at the bigger issue. I'm trying to get to the big issue. Now, if you want to avoid it, just say you want to avoid it and you don't want to do it. Or just, well, girl, I'm still going to get that surgery. Well, girl, I'm still going to do whatever the hell I want to do to my body. That's fine. That's fine. Live in your truth, boops. But what I'm telling you is that it's an issue. And it's a bigger issue. And you can lay on that table. You can get that surgery. You can eat 1,300 calories. But that's not going to fix the problem. And if we're not discussing the problem at hand, then we are not trying to fix the solution. I mean, we're not trying to fix the condition. We're just acting and walking around parading because everyone else is parading. And let me tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not just going to be saying shit because everyone else is saying it. I'm not going to tell you, girl, you need to lose weight. Girl, you need to do this. Girl, you need to do this. Boy, you need to do this. Boy, you need to do this. Them, you need to do this. They, girl, they, they. Them, I'm not them, then none. I'm not doing that to y'all. What is the point? It's pointless, and honestly, it's destructive. It doesn't help. It doesn't help the community, and I'm about the community. And I understand that there are not a lot of people that are about the community because we would rather be about self because we feel like self is what you have to do to get ahead. But that's not my rhetoric. That's not what I believe in, and I know there are people like me. So to people who are struggling, once again, with dealing with that phobia, I cannot say that I understand because I've never lived your life. I can only talk about my experience being a very skinny, very, very petite girl in a world full of thickums. And you may say, girl, I would rather have that, but I can say I could rather have your life. We can both say what we would rather have, but all we could do is bring forth our stories and attempt to help somebody. And that's literally what I'm doing. I was sitting down talking about fat phobia and the way that the gym culture has become so fucking saturated with people that just want to say, been in the gym. And it's like, but you're not working on shit. Or I have so many women going to lay on tables, then coming back to the internet and lying to these women. Or I have people who are doing very unhealthy things to get said weight and then coming back and saying, well, girl, you need to do this because when you do this, you'll be happy, and they're miserable. They just have a check they now have to keep up with. So now they have to continue to lie to y'all. That's not my story. I'm going to come to you and continue to be the trill ass trainer that I started off being. I was sitting down doing vlogs at one point, and it went from me being as real as I can in vlogs to me moving and being as real as I can. And it's not going to change. So, I appreciate you guys for staying with me and doing this workout with me. We'll be going into lower body next. I haven't separated days as far as upper body or lower body or any of that in over a year. I've been really sticking to full body workouts, but I do understand that people have different goals, and I want to be able to not only satisfy what I want to see, but satisfy what y'all want to see too. So next video will be a lower body. We'll keep these powwows going. If you guys have any comments or ideas, if we, I don't mind talking. If you're coming with respect, I'll give it back. I'm accepting all things and all people's stories. So I understand that your story isn't mine and we don't have to have the same story. But I do believe that we can find a common ground and find a community of people that we can build up and really help dig out all of the negativity and the self-hate that we have over the years piled up in our own minds and bodies. Because if you think it has not affected your body, you're crazy. You're insane. Okay? And insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, and I'm not doing that. So until fitness is no longer my thing, this is how we're tackling it. I love y'all so much. Go share and subscribe this beautiful, great ass video that I just gave y'all with all of this good information. Don't be selfish. It ain't cute. There's no gatekeepers here. Shout out to Tyler's Tarot. Ain't no gatekeepers here at I Sweat Fitness, okay? We don't do that here, okay? We look out for each other and we share the wealth because that's what it is. Gyms are wealth. I love y'all so much. Be kind to yourself. Please start being kind to yourself, babes. The world would be such a better place if we were kinder to ourselves. Be kind to somebody else because you do not know what they're experiencing. And you're doing great, babes. Keep working. The work will show. Give it time. I love y'all so much. Have a wonderful day. Uh, ba, uh, ba, 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 oh, oh, oh. Hey, look, if y'all see me out in Houston, you don't know me. Love you. Bye.